I'm Kiyoshi the Dumb Dog, and this is Dog Souls.
No, I'm Kiyoshi Husky, and this is Dark Souls Walkthrough, episode 12.
Okay, don't freak out.
I'm not freaking out. It's just that this isn't Dog Souls, and I'm not dumb.
Somebody needs a nap,
Says the cat that slept through all of last video.
Kiyoshi, it's okay to cry.
That's nice, Lexi. I'm going to ignore you guys the rest of this video. I need to talk about killing Ceaseless. So, we do not need the Ring of Fog, and we do not need the Rusted Iron Ring. We will replace them with the Calanthe Ring, which will give me more stamina, because I'm going to be doing a lot of running in this fight. Instead of the Rusted Iron Ring, we'll probably do, I'm thinking Havel's Ring, so that we can equip all the armor. Ceaseless's fire does fire damage, so I'm going to equip the Tattered Cloth armor set. That's got a lot more fire resistance. And then I'm going to replace the shield. We have to use the Grass Crest shield. It will give us more stamina, because we're going to be running this entire fight and not actually fighting. Well, we'll do some fighting. So let's just run down here through the tunnel towards Ceaseless. There is a bonfire up here that I never use. I don't even know why it's there. It's so close to the other bonfire, so I just skip it. You can use it if you want. Doesn't really matter, I guess. So run down this ramp and take a right here. Carefully, don't fall into the lava. And you can see the fog gate. The bridge that we have to cross is right up at the top of this hill. We'll just run across this. And the reason we have to kill Ceaseless is so that we can cool the lava over here. All that lava. We can't run through it. We would die. We have to kill Ceaseless to cool it down. Here's the fog gate. We don't need this weapon. We need a quick weapon. And we could use the S-Stock. Actually, the Falchion is quicker. We'll use that. We're only going to hit Ceaseless 5 times, and he's going to die. And I'm going to show you here how to do that. Just run to the very back end of this boss fight, or boss area. There's going to be an armor set that we're going to pick up. It's the gold hemmed armor set. It's really good against fire, really good against poison. Cool looking outfit. Some think it's the best armor in the game. I use it situationally, but I don't think it's the best in the game. And there's Ceaseless just sitting there doing something. I don't know. I'm not going to ask. Here's the item. When we pick this up, Ceaseless is going to come alive and he's going to throw a temper tantrum. We need to wait for him to throw his arm out, and then we're going to run past him. Okay, we'll wait about here, wait for him to throw his arm up. Okay, now we run past him. He's going to attack us, but it's not going to do any damage. It won't hit us. We just run. We're going to run straight to the fog gate at the very front of the boss area. When your stamina runs out, just let go of sprint for about a second, and then it'll regenerate quickly because we have the Grass Crest shield and the Calanthe ring, so it should regenerate quickly. And when we get to the fog gate, just turn around and face him and put up your shield, because sometimes you take damage, and I'm not sure why. Sometimes you don't, but sometimes you do. So he'll jump, and we took some damage, but I had the shield up, so we were okay. Now we just hit his arm 5 times. On the 5th hit, all his health goes away and he falls off to his death. Seems cheesy, but I don't know how many times I beat this boss before I realized that you could do it this way. I'm not even gonna guess.
That boss was hard. Do you need a break?
Are you too out of breath to talk?
No, Alexi. I'm ignoring you guys, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I'll talk to you after the video, okay?
Well, you can keep ignoring me.
Bet. Let's take a look at this gold-hemmed armor set, starting with the black cloak. 31 physical damage, a little less than the crimson, but where it shines is fire defense is 58 and poison resist is 94. So, very useful. A lot of people love this armor set. I don't like it as much because you can't improve it. The crimson robe set you can improve with Twinkling Titanite and make it much better. But the gold hemmed black cloak and the rest of the armor, you cannot improve it. I like it situationally. The gloves, you can see the fire defense is 24. Doesn't have very good physical defense or anything else. The gold hem skirt, fire defense and poison resist are very high. I do like the skirt. I do wear that sometimes. And the gold hemmed black hood has 22 fire defense and 36 poison resist. So you can see it's a great set if you want to resist fire and poison. And it does look pretty badass. I'll give them that too. Pretty cool. Let's get our weapon back on, our scythe, so we can look like death. See, that's pretty badass looking. So you can see the area is now cooler, and we could go get that item that's glowing, but we would have to fight that demon, the Capra demon that's over there. And there's like 6 demons over there guarding the Chaos Ember. If you have a fire weapon that you want to improve, you can get the Chaos Ember, but you have to go through those demons first. But they're not that hard after a while. At first they are. For beginners, they're hard. I'm not going to say they're not hard. They are. Okay, now I'm going to use these hard-won souls to level up. And I think I'm going to level up dexterity. At least. Yeah, let's use them all. Okay. Now I'm going to fast forward again to get to the other bonfire. I'm going to rest at this bonfire in case I die on the elevator, which has happened. A lot less now that I do it consistently every time. If I were playing by myself and not doing a video, I would be farming the heck out of this area, getting large Titanite shards and getting green Titanite shards. But I'm not going to subject you to that, so we're just going to go back up. Kill these guys. Making your way up this elevator can be a little bit tricky for new players. Kind of have to get used to it. Getting onto the platform is not difficult. You just wait till one goes by you, then you drop down onto the next one. It's pretty simple. But getting off can be a little bit difficult. You might jump too soon or awkwardly, and then you fall to your death. It happens. But one way to eliminate that is to wait until you get to the very top of the wheel and then jump off. That seems to work for me. So now I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I'm going to fight the dragon that's over here. Maybe it's a drake, since this is the Valley of Drakes. Whatever it is, I'm going to fight it. I would not suggest you do this if you are a new player, because if you die, you're just going to go back to the bonfire down by the swamp. I would just get on with the game and come back later, but I want to show you this, how to do this. First, I'm going to try to poison him. I should know. I've played this game enough. I should know if it's possible to poison him or not. But I can't remember, so I'm going to try it.
No, you can't poison it.
It should only take 3 or 4 arrows to poison him. We'll see. We'll try it for a little bit.
Told you so.
Ignoring us seems to be working well for you.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this isn't going to work. But a few arrows is worth a try.
You just wasted 13 arrows.
Okay, that didn't work, so we'll use the Great Scythe. I'm going to get rid of the Rusted Iron Ring, put on the Calanthony Ring. So I'm going to two-hand this weapon, and after the pink dissolves, I'm going to hit the paw with a heavy attack, so I step into it. Just going back to the grass, and then do the same thing over again. Too soon, and I missed.
That didn't look the same.
Let's try this again. Oh my god.
This is too pathetic. I feel bad joking about it.
Okay, if I take my time and attack the paw by looking at it, it's easy. Just look at the paw and then hit it. It's easy. Look at the paw. Wait. I got scared. Look at the paw and don't fall off. See? Easy. But regardless, this is what you do. Just run at the paw.
And miss.
The only real risk about doing this is, aside from falling off the cliff, is his wing can sometimes hit you when he swings at you with his paw. Almost on accident, but otherwise this isn't hard. You just have to time it right and execute it, but it's not hard. And if you have pyromancy, it's extremely easy. Just don't lock onto the dragon if you do have pyromancy. You're gonna have to aim a little bit high. You'll figure it out, but pyromancy is very easy. And we win some really mediocre stuff. The Dragon Scale. The Dragon Crest Shield is good. Astora's Straight Sword is bad. So the Dragon Crest Shield is a lot like the Crest Shield, except that it's really good against fire, whereas the Crest Shield is really good against magic. That's the only difference. Otherwise they're pretty much identical. Decent shield, but there are much better ones. Astora's Straight Sword is a divine weapon that is powered by faith. But even if you are a faith build, it's not good. It just doesn't work. So I wouldn't even try that one. Now let's get up to Firelink Shrine. We're now in Firelink Shrine, and it is dead. The Firekeeper has been killed. But we get the Dingy Armor set. The Dingy Robe is the best part of it. And it upgrades with Titanite Shards. And it upgrades really well. And the best part about it is that it has great magic and lightning defense. And it's, light armor. So we can't rest at the bonfire for now. But we'll fix that. Did this guy? I think this guy had something to do with it. I don't trust the way he looked at me. I think he's a bad guy. I'm not sure how he hurt me, when I parried him.
Shabby. Not too shabby. I think you've done.
We did do him a favor, actually, because he will turn hollow if you don't kill him, which is fine. But eventually he will turn hollow and attack you. So let's go meet Frampt. There is an alternate path you could take where you don't talk to Frampt and you meet a different primordial serpent and you become a member of the Dark Wraiths. But on your first playthrough, I don't recommend it.
Hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening?
Yep.
I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Frampt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
Yes.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo.
Okay, well, we'll make our way in that direction.
I am pleased to
But
see
first
you
we need to
well.
trade
Is it
some
something
stuff.
urgent?
Get rid of some stuff. Most of these items we can just give away because we're not going to use them. But I like to save one of certain items just so I can trade it into Snuggly and get an item in return. Remember these souls of lost undead? You can either use them or you can sell them to Frampt. If you use them, they're 200 souls. If you give them to Frampt, they're 500 souls. So you get more. But it's about value, as I said. If you need the 200 early in the game, just use it. Same thing with the large soul of lost undead. You get 400 by using it, or 500 by selling to Frampt. The soul of the Moonlight Butterfly and the soul of Quaileg are female boss souls, so you get more by selling to Frampt. If they're male, like the Iron Golem, you would get less from Frampt. So I sell the Moonlight Butterfly, and then the soul of Quaileg, you could turn this one in, or any boss soul, for a weapon with when you meet the giant blacksmith. And the soul of Quaileg can give you a couple of nice weapons. Really good dex weapons. One is a chaos weapon and one is the Sword of Fury, which is just a fire weapon. And they're both really good, but I don't use them. I prefer to use the Great Scythe, so I just sell it to Frampt for 10,000 souls. But you may want to try to make a boss weapon out of them. Of course, that's up to you. So that's 10,000 souls. I don't sell any humanities. Rubbish you can trade in, but we can sell the copper coin. And you can also sell all your weapons and armor that you're not using, but that takes a while, so I'm not going to do that in this video. The other part of dealing with Frampt is trading in blue, red, and green Titanite shards for Titanite chunks and regular Titanite shards. So I always trade in the blue Titanite chunks because it's for magic weapons and I'm not going to use magic weapons. So I will get 3, I believe, green Titanite shards. Then I can trade a green Titanite shard to Frampt, which will give me Titanite shards, 3 Titanite shards. So you can really accumulate a lot of Titanite shards once you wake up Frampt, which is awesome because you can start building up all your shield, your bow, your armor, everything that you want. So that's what I do with the white and the blue Titanite chunks. The red ones I just hold on to because they're harder to find, and maybe in my next playthrough I might want them, so I just hold on to the red Titanite chunks. But that's me. You could trade them into Frampt as well.
Are you and Frampt related, Kiyoshi? You both have that look.
Farewell, chosen undead.
So that's Frampt. It's kind of a relief when we finally wake him up so we can get some souls and we can trade in some stuff and clear out our inventory. In the next episode that I do, I'm going to show you the interaction that I had with Shiva and his friend down in Blighttown. But I'm not going to go through the whole process because I think I already went through a lot of that. And then we're going to go into Sen's Fortress and get moving on the game. We're closing in on the halfway point. Well, that's it for episode 12. Thank you very much for watching. This is Dark Souls Walkthrough. I'm Kyoshi Husky. I just want you to stay alive, bro.
Kiyoshi, are you going to talk to me now?